Hi there, my name is Mike Hildebrand, and we are fruit growers up in Michigan. And for the past few years, Tim and Aaron have been getting their apples from us to ship down to you good people in the southern region of our country. And I just wanted to take a minute and explain our situation this year, and so that you have a better understanding of where things are at and why. In March, we had 9 straight days of record warmth here in Michigan. That is abnormal. Typically our trees bloom in the first week of May. This year some trees bloomed the last week of March and others bloomed the first week of April. And so we were 4 to 5 weeks ahead of normal. Then in April the temperature regulated and went back to normal. And we had 12 frosty nights in April, and on April 27th it was 25 degrees. And the little blossoms and little fruit that had already pollinated was killed in the frost. What was left is only about 20% of a crop. One example is our Gala apples. We picked them this last weekend. Last year we picked about 200 bins, and by bins I mean the 18 bushel bins stacked behind me. Last year we picked 200, this year we picked 30. And so our crop is significantly reduced, as you can tell. What that means is we are not going to have the quantity to ship down to Tim and Aaron this year. And this record warmth and then cold April was widespread across the entire Midwest and the entire state of Michigan. Last year the state of Michigan produced around 30 million bushels of apples. This year it's forecast to produce 3 million bushels. So classic supply-demand curve, supply goes down, demand stays the same, the price goes up. Same goes for grapes this year too. We only have about a third of a crop of grapes. It's going to cost me more to have my workers out picking them, and the supply just is not there. And so both apples and grapes, the price will be going up compared to last year. Now, hopefully this is just a one-year deal, and next year we can get back to normal. But, when you're in the farming business, you are at the mercy of the weather, and crazy things happen. And we have had all sorts of crazy this year, starting with 9 straight days of record warmth and frosty nights. Then it stopped raining for 2.5 months. It was 100 degrees for what seemed like forever this summer. And as a result, we have 20% of a crop, and we're 3 to 4 weeks earlier than normal. So that's just a little bit about what's going on up here in Michigan and in apple country. And the farmer's motto is there's always next year. And so we look forward to next year when hopefully we'll be able to supply you with all you want and more. But we have limited supply this year. We have limited varieties, and so we are working with Tim and Aaron to at least get 1 truckload of apples down to you. The varieties will be limited, and in fact it may only be 1 or 2 or 3 varieties that we're able to offer. What's interesting is that some varieties we have absolutely no apples at all. The blossom was just more sensitive, and other varieties seem to come through okay. And in that case it would be like a Golden Delicious. And that's good because Golden Delicious is a good general all-purpose apple. You can do pretty much anything that you want with a Golden Delicious apple. And so that may be one of the ways that you'll have to compensate this year for not being able to get the varieties that you prefer. We're on the Just Get By plan this year, and so hopefully next year will be better. And we thank you for your thoughts and concerns for our family with a wife and 3 kids, ages 5, 3, and 8 months. It's going to be an interesting year here on the farm, but this is the lot in life that we chose, and we're going to get through it and look forward to next year.